Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. We're back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another week, ready for another day even. And before we go any further, I would like to thank and welcome all of the new subscribers we had gotten over the week. And especially over the weekend, we got a decent influx, which is awesome. So thank and welcome to the newcomers, and thank you for everyone else for sticking around, sticking around me and how boring I can become sometimes. But yes, we're back on here, back on our modded playthrough, and if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself, yes. So, we got something a little bit special lined up for today. Going to be having another friend join us, if they can get in here. Um, they had to install Satisfactory Mod Manager and all of the mods in order to join the game. And that does bring me to another point, just real quick. The More Milestones mod is apparently has been taken off of um, the mod manager and is no longer available. So we have turned it off currently. So it is no longer available on here, as you can clearly see. Yep, no more. No more 100 more milestones mod. Unfortunately, it is. I guess it's currently broken. I'm not really sure. I just know that um, the friend that tried to join me had to, install the mods that we currently have down on the list there, and they could not find more milestones. They couldn't find the more milestones mod. It is no longer available to download. And even in my mod manager, I still have it there. It shows that it's there, but when I click on it, it's offline. So, and I can't find any, so it has been turned off. And since it is currently broken, we decided to turn it off. I mean, we're going to be turning all of our mods off anyway. When update 8 comes out. But anyway, yes, we're going to be having a friend join us today, hopefully soon, and whatnot. And we're probably going to be doing a little bit of a city tour. So that's how we'll start our week off. Is we'll do a little bit of a city tour. Maybe we'll talk about some stuff. Maybe we'll have a bit of fun. We shall see. But yes, let's go ahead and get them on in here. Hey, you're finally in though. Woo! Anyway, I need to make you some equipment real quick. Dip, dip. Yeah, probably some errors were caused by me uninstalling that mod. I mean, I'm not using it currently. I hadn't gotten into it yet because I was still doing the main game, so I was fine with disabling that. Yeah, it just broken. I mean, it's on my mods list. I click on it, it just says offline, and then I try to look for it, like you, and it's just not there. So it's just like, okay, weird. Actually,
I don't know about uninstalling it if you liked that mod.
Well, it doesn't work. I mean, if it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. I'm not going to have it on my mods list because I have it in the mods list and for other people as well. So
I just don't do anything.
yeah, I just don't. I don't. Like I said, I didn't get into it yet. Like I didn't actually start mining up the resources or turning the resources into anything or. It just basically that mod just adds a whole bunch of extra resources and a whole bunch of extra recipes and stuff that kind of allows you to um, do other cool stuff. And it adds some more buildings and things like that as well. I need wire.
I have no idea where I am.
You're underneath the map currently, technically. Kinda. Let's see, does my truck have wire on it? I don't remember. Boop-a-doop. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just compiling some materials together um, to make you some legs. Okay, made the equipment. Yeah, a little bit of noticeable lag. Definitely dropped in FPS. Crazy. Are you back in the game?
It's thinking.
He's thinking.
It's still thinking.
Wow.
How could you?
Anyway, so I'm moving on your screen, all happy and joyful.
Sorta. You slide to the left, you slide forward, and then your character slowly does a turn. Oh, now you have animation. You were just sliding around earlier. Wee.
Crunch. All right.
Alright, so where are we going?
So yeah, basically, I've told everyone that we're going to be basically doing a city tour.
City tour.
Yeah.
Alright.
You don't want to do a city tour? See all the things?
I see a space elevator.
Yeah, very big space. I guess technically with Micromanager, I could make that massive. I could make it probably 3 or 4 times bigger. That's the cool thing.
Where did you... Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So here's the city center. This is where I started building. This was all done. I would say 99.9% of it is done in survival and is completely legitimate. All done with nothing but a pocket full of dreams and concrete. Lots and lots of concrete. This is one of the first main streets I had. So. Oh, and there's a hole. Fun. Let's fix that.
Why is there a random hole?
Because there's belts running underneath here that I had to run at some point. I just never. I guess I forgot about filling it in.
Your belts are not running.
Oh yeah, because the most of the machines are dormant right now anyway. It's because I take so long to build factories that the city backs up and everything just sits and waits to be used.
So I take it you got a fabricator for just about everything.
I've got a building for just about everything. Yep. So that's what each one of these buildings, each block and each building has its own thing that it makes. So
Next mod you gotta find is signs.
yeah, I need to do signs. I haven't gotten that far yet, though. That takes quartz and stuff, and I haven't messed with quartz yet. I'm still in phase 3. Almost there, though.
So you can do signs, you just haven't yet.
Yeah.
That's the forge. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's make a quick little ladder. A lot of this stuff isn't accessible from the outside.
There's a ladder over here.
So there is. I guess. Hop on up.
We crunch.
So hop on over here. So yeah, this is the iron factory. The everything's been. I haven't gotten a roof on it yet, but everything's been nicely set and whatnot, so you can walk around.
These look a lot nicer than the base game ones.
Huh?
Or are these the base game ones?
Yeah, these are the base game ones.
Maybe
Yeah, I don't.
Painted in our other world.
Oh. Yeah, plus we are like up above. Underneath all this is where all the belts run, underneath the catwalk.
Oh.
And I guess you'll find out. It's okay. Yeah, feeding all the machines from below. It's like, have fun.
Made it.
Yeah, that one's not exactly. I don't know why I took a wall out there. Put that back. Took a wall out next to a hole. I could have just walked out. That's basically one of the ones. I actually pretty much need every single one of those as well. Yeah, if I fall, here comes some autosave lag. Woo! Every time. So, having fun in there?
No, I'm looking at stuff.
Oh, there you are. Okay, and then next over here, this big long building, warehouse looking thing. That's made of steel. This is the steel ingot production. It's,
Oh, that. Yes, I see.
yeah. Oh, that one's the copper, by the way. Pretty obvious, that one. Yeah, if we walk into this little hole, or you can climb up, sure. Oh,
No, I can't.
nope, you can't. I guess
Anyway,
not.
there's a hole.
Yeah, there's a hole in the wall.
Oh, the makeshift door over here.
I haven't put a door on it yet, but yeah, these are all the
Boundaries.
foundries that use to do steel. I actually need pretty much every one of these. It's a lot just to do the steel pipes and steel beams needed.
Hey, look, planet.
Hey, look, ground.
There was a way up. I'd have never found it.
All right, let's we'll head back over here. One of the more complete factories that I've done is the copper factory
Oops.
as well.
That is not what I wanted.
And the entrance is on the other end here. And this one's just one of the more complete ones that I've done. Actually looks like it could exist. Except for that hole there. There's a hole. I imagine it gets... if they had smoke effects like Valheim, it probably wouldn't work this way as well.
No.
No.
Hey,
Yes.
the door works.
Should. And then, of course, over here across the street, I can actually ping. I forgot that I can ping. That's all rods. That's all the iron rod floors. And again, not accessible currently. I haven't made any way to go up floors or anything like that. So, it's just... A lot of these are the same way. Just built for function, not for, looking around. And
Later. That's a later you problem.
exactly.
Then you can install stuff like tubes and zippy lines.
Yeah, we might.
I guess there's enough zip lines already, but tubes.
Put a hole in here, and obviously my concrete factory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got 10 machines, in total 5 machines per floor there. So I do make a lot of concrete. Need to, though. I mean, there's sometimes where I'll go through, 10 stacks of concrete in 2 minutes, just because I'm expanding a certain section.
Whoop. Good. Whoop. Good. Whoop.
You alright there?
Interesting. Yeah, I got curious. I went to look at something.
Oh, that up there is the main bus line. Most of the
Yeah.
materials end up traveling down that.
It tried to eat me.
Oh.
It was pulling me that way.
Yep, this is the first street though. This is the first set of blocks I had obviously. So this is where all the constructors are. This is the
Mm-hmm.
constructor district, where all the simple stuff are made. If we come right over here, this is the screw building. That has the floor. That had a hole in the road there. Yeah, look how tall that sucker is.
The screw building, huh?
Yeah, that's the tallest one. It's got 10 machines per floor, and
I would rename it your red light district.
there you go. But yeah, that is the tallest building.
Mm-hmm.
15 floors, I think. 15 or 16, something like that.
Something like that.
And then 10 machines per floor. This right here produces, I think, around, it's like 42 or 4,500 screws per minute.
Hmm.
And that's a lot. You think, oh, that's way too many for what you need. No, you actually do need all that. It's pretty crazy. Because I didn't want to overclock anything
Mm-hmm.
for the base game stuff. So um, basically, I built this in such a way that um, each building has its own thing that it makes. And if I need more buildings, or if I need more machines, I just add floors and then put the machine.
Expand the building.
Yeah, just go upwards. So then becomes a city. It's pretty brilliant. Yep, and then we're back here. So then if we go up this way, we can go up to what I call Assembler Town.
Wonder if they're gonna add some of this stuff into the base.
What's that?
So I wonder if they're gonna add some of this stuff into the base game.
What's that?
That way you can make actual cities and have them look decent.
Add what stuff?
Like your road stuff and your
Oh, these are all
concrete
the
base.
yeah. 90. Let's see how much. I'm trying to think here. About 95% of this entire city's been built with base game stuff.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, all of this right here, all these roads and stuff are all just foundations, just asphalt.
Hmm.
And then what I did was I just, oops, that's not the button. So if you hit X, you go over to patterns, and you can see all the different patterns. This is all base game stuff. I just painted road lines on it. Asphalt's all base game, yeah. I tried to keep everything as base game as possible, just so that it can be replicated later. Basically, for me, it's replicated later. Yeah, they've added a lot to this game. Yeah, all this is all Assembler Town. I need to take you over to the power factory.
I've seen the train.
There's multiple trains.
Oh.
Yeah, there's many trains, many a train. So basically, I have only a single rule to this build for right now. I'm probably not going to add any more, but yeah, single rule that if I need to get materials that are over 500 meters away, if it suits properly, like if it's just one node 500 meters away, I'm not going to do a train. But if it's a bunch of nodes in one area, like if iron from far away or whatnot, or just whatever I need, it has to be done by train though. It has to be at least 5 cars long. So most of these trains are 5 cars long. You can see there's that one right there that just went by. That one's a coal train. That brings. So that was the original power station over here. Actually, we'll go over to it. We can go down the road here. We can go to the entrance of this one. This one actually has capability for people to walk around. This was the first power station I built. So done with all coal generators. They got little water buffers and everything. Everything's been upgraded to Mark II pipes, of course, and Mark IV belts. So And they've all been overclocked as well. All of those. So they do. It is a decent amount. There's 20 of them. A decent amount for early game, anyway. And we can go downstairs. I do have a staircase. Just keep going down. That door right there that you went by was a maintenance, just a little maintenance door to access pipes and belts. This is the bottom. This is where the stations are located. This is where everything gets stored.
Where the train runs you over.
Yep. And autosave lag happens as well. Every 10
Don't have to
minutes.
save on the tracks.
Yay. Okay, we're good. We're back. So we have one station each. We got one station for water, and we got one station for coal.
You have a mouse problem.
There's holes everywhere. Yep. Sure do. I think there's 2 water trains and 1 coal train. And yeah, we'll just follow the tracks, go back up. Be faster. And we'll just follow it up the road here. And this will bring us to the top side of our other power station, our secondary, or our main one actually now. It's the, you can even hop on the roof. This is all fuel generators. Little roofing bits and all that. But yeah, we'll go towards the water plant. Just follow the tracks and head on down. We can slide down this hill too. Once we get to it, of course. You can see the water plant, and so you got 2 different stations here. You got the collection for the coal, and then you've got the collection. You got the collection for the water. Wee. This is the coal station, main one. Just gonna wait for the train to get going. Get out of here. And we'll head down here to the water collection plant. Where'd you go? Oh, did you already go down there? Oh, you fell down. Yeah, just follow that around. You can get back up on that side. There you go. I can't hear you anymore. Are you saying anything? Hello? I think something's gone wrong with Discord because I can't hear you anymore. Anyway. Woo! guess I'll go this side. We'll just head on around. This over here. And right on through here is the water collection plant.
There we go.
Hey, I hear you again.
Yeah, I had to take a call from work. They done
Oh.
screwed something up again.
Oh.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah, I bet.
Perks of being a manager.
Yeah. Fun.
Not really.
No, I know.
I would love to put my phone in the blender some days. Anywho. Water plant.
Through the... whichever.
Oh.
You can do that too. That works. So yeah, basically it just designed it as a basically big old house with water plants inside.
Hey, it works.
And it looks good too, I think. So what I did was below the water surface, I put those what are they called? They're called gate wall hole or gate hole walls. So that it looks like the water, so basically the gate's open and then the water allows the water to flow in.
So you've got grates. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I guess it works.
Nice.
One of the better stations there is.
Also, belated apologies for falling off the map earlier.
For falling on
But
the
I found
map.
yeah. I was doing something. We were going somewhere, and then I fell through a crack. And
Oh.
then I got pushed out of the city. I
I
was like, well... You didn't
Oh.
notice?
Was that when you fell off over here?
I think so.
Oh. No apologies needed. I was just like, what the hell? Where'd you go? And there was just nothing, just silence. And I'm just like, okay. What's this?
I was
Hang
taking the long way around. Hi, train. Don't run me over.
I wonder if we can hop on top of this thing. Probably
I know
not.
you can get in this thing.
Well, yeah, but both of us can't. Unfortunately. I can
Hey,
stand
come
up.
on. Bye, Tundra.
No. I'm on top.
No.
I'm on top. I'm riding on the train car. Are you in the engine?
No.
Oh.
No,
Where are
I'm
you?
standing on the thingy on the side.
Oh, hello. See me?
Yo. Yes.
We'll just ride this
Or
up.
not.
We'll ride
Low
this up
bridge.
to the.
There it comes.
Yep.
I don't get scraped off by this wall or whatever it is over here. Oh god. Made it.
So this intersection that's coming up, we're gonna hop off here. Right past this. Yep.
Yeet. Get hit by the next train.
Yep. Right. All right. We'll just head down here. So this is the super highway.
My ass.
It's a big old super highway. Let's head up this hill. Follow the tracks on here.
Yeah.
All right. So where's our fuel train located?
Following the tracks.
Fuel train is over there. Yep, just follow the tracks inside this tunnel here.
Left or right?
It doesn't matter. Let's go wherever. Both of them lead to the same place. So this is the fuel station. I don't have a proper way of getting in here yet. I need to make an entrance. But no.
Oh, if you go make an entrance, make it like a Kool-Aid man.
That's what I usually do. I just delete a hole. Delete a wall. Inside there.
The illusion isn't complete unless you yell, "Oh yeah!"
Oh yeah. There you go.
There you go. Meow.
So yeah, this is the fuel station. That's where all the there's 20 of these, and they're all overclocked as well, so they're making the max amount.
You appear to like the number 20.
I like anything that's ends in 5 or 0. So, and just below these fuel station or these just below the fuel generators is where all the fuel's being stored. So there's a massive cavity underneath our feet. Well, I guess not massive. There's a big cavity underneath our feet.
Their way down.
Nope. I didn't. I figured that nobody wants to see just a bunch of tanks sitting inside of a room that would just cover it up. Here in a moment, we're gonna have the fuel train come by, and then we can hop on.
Hey, a proper entrance. And a truck.
Oh, you found a proper entrance?
Yeah.
So do you want to go out that way, or do you want to ride the fuel train?
This leads back to the iron stuff. We can ride the fuel train.
Okay.
Stare at these peasants a second.
Oh, yeah.
Weird. There's people.
Yep. Placed, there's a fuel train. It's coming.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the park out there. Oh, yeah. You did see the park, right?
I seen the park.
Yeah, you like the park?
It was neat.
Yeah, you know why that's there?
Nope.
Is because there's a big old rock that I cannot delete because it's part of the map. There's a big old rock right there that sticks out of the ground that I couldn't do anything with, so I made it into a park.
You're like, fine, if you're going to be an ass, I'm going to make you a decoration.
Yep, pretty much. That's it's the only reason that's there. So I got myself a couple of mods together. Here comes the fuel train. Now we can ride the fuel train because there's 2 engines. And the reason there's 2 engines is because there's 10 cars.
Yeah, I can just surf the fuel train.
Probably not a good idea though. Some of the tunnels are pretty short. Like they just go over the top of the train.
Hit me. Ooh, neat.
Yeah, there's 10 there's 10 cars on this train, which is insanity. Hey, here we go. You're gonna get swatted off of that thing.
That'll be alright.
I guess if a tunnel's too low, just hit E on the engine below you.
I'll play him chicken. Alright, fine.
It's like, yeah, this tunnel's pretty low. It's meant to, be like subway tunnel. So you're probably wondering why this train is going so slow. It's because I have the upgradable trains mod, which basically means you've got to spend resources to make your trains go faster. Kind of like Factorio. That's exactly like Factorio. Yeah, we're gonna head over here to where the fuel's being made.
Hey, could you imagine if you switched this thing to like an electromagnetic bullet train?
I think, isn't that what this is? Because these don't consume fuel, so I'm assuming they're electric.
They are electric, but they have wheels, so they're not magnetic.
I'd assume there's got to be some magnetism going on though, because of the way the track is shaped. I don't think that stays on there. Like I don't think that would stay on there very easily. All right, we can go ahead and hop on off, and this is where the fuel is being stored. Also, where the oil comes in. So the oil station's right next to it. Very nice, very easy. That's where most of the fuel is being stored. I like using these types of fences that use railings and stuff. Very nice. Inside here is where all the fuel is being made. I got two different recipes. I've got crude oil into fuel, and I've got heavy oil, the heavy oil residue to fuel. So the heavy oil residue into fuel doesn't produce a byproduct, but the crude oil produces that it produces that polymer resin that I got to get rid of. So that's why the left side only has belts and the right side doesn't.
And what does a polymer resin do?
Polymer resin you can turn into residual plastic and residual rubber. So basically, you can put it back into the system to produce more plastic and rubber, and it'll kind of cost less. So there's like you can just loop excess materials.
An almost win-win type deal.
Yeah, almost. I think there'll still be a little bit of byproduct left over, but you can recycle most of it, so not a big deal. All right, so we got I'm waiting to see if we have an oil train nearby. Or are both oil trains out? There's oil train B. Where's oil train A at? The heck? There's two oil trains that I've got.
Tractor. A cheese. Oh, that's sulfur.
Oh, there's oil train A. So they're both on their way here.
Coal train. So I should stop standing in the middle of the tracks, huh?
No, you're good. Actually, getting hit by the train doesn't do any damage in this game, so you're fine. If you get hit by one, oh, there it goes by. You can see it going by there.
No.
And we'll hop on the oil train and we'll head out to where the oil's being collected. That's one of my coolest projects, I gotta say, though. I did spend a lot of time out there. Here she comes. So these ones are also 10 cars long as well. Yeah, the only problem I have with doing long trains in this game is the huge station you have to have. It'd be really nice if you could do like a multi-stop for a station to where you can only have a few, like where you only have a few freight platforms, but you can have a super long train like real life. Because real life trains, they don't have a super, like if the train's a mile long, filled with coal or whatever, it doesn't have a mile long freaking station. It has only a few places where it collects the coal or grain or whatever, at least around here. Our trains are like a mile to a mile and a half, usually. Or they're about a mile long. They're pretty damn long. And they just stop at the various towns and either drop off or collect grains or drop off or collect coal, stuff like that. And it only has a few different places that it does that, and the train sits in town for the entire day, loading and unloading cars. So I'd rather have that system than have to have a super long train station.
We don't have that system.
You don't have what?
So we don't have that system.
No?
Not in my town, nope. We have a rail yard and a switch station.
Yeah, we
So
have one. We have one of those too.
they just uncouple cars that they don't need, send the
Oh,
train on its merry way, get the next train to take those cars to where it needs to go. They don't offload anything.
yeah, okay. So it's just a kind of a in between drop off and collection.
Yep. And then they got one little thing where I think they'll wheel an entire... Oh no, a rock is blocking the path. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, but no, they got a thing where they'll just take an entire rail car and they'll wheel it up the track to this one dead-end track that goes to one of the couple of plants in town. They'll just deliver the whole car. They won't bother unpacking it.
Yeah, we got that too here. We got a big old rail yard that they just drop off cars as well because there'll be trains coming in from the state next to us. I won't say which state, but yeah, the state next to us, and they'll just
Is it Hawaii
yes,
or
absolutely,
Alaska?
it's Alaska. uh, yeah, see that big old platform over there sticking out of the water? That's where we're going. So that's another train there that collects it collects coal for the steel plant actually.
Hmm.
That other little train station. Yeah, we're gonna hop out here. Yay! We made it. It's a long journey actually.
And it goes on an even longer one back?
Yep, because it's got to make a loop. And I had to make it make sense, so I took it on a long loop. But that's why the trains are so long, because the time between trains delivering oil needs to drop off enough oil to where I don't drain the system. We're gonna head out here. This is just the side, and you can see there's an oil collection plant down there. Those
A
were
lot of stairs.
Yep, and a switchback staircase that actually looks, I think it looks pretty cool. It's made of framing and concrete. And you can see the oil pipes next to the switchback. See all these oil pipes carrying oil up to the massive oil platform looking thing. And then a very long bridge over to the oil platform for the oil collection.
Hey!
Nice. What are you doing up there?
I had no idea.
Makes sense. Yep, you can either take these stairs or the other stairs on the other side, whichever. There's a lot of...
But I could fly.
Yeah, but you know why it's so foggy down here? The air is actually toxic, I'm pretty sure. With all these funguses lying around.
Yeah, little fungus never hurt nobody.
Yeah. So basically around each one of these oil extractors, I built a little well house looking thing. Little house on top of it. So those are... And you know how they shoot out flames out the top when they're pumping? Yeah, they actually... The very tippy top of it sticks out of the roof on each one of these, so...
Nice.
Okay.
What's that fungus over there? There's a thing over there.
We can go ahead and head up on here. This is the biggest well houses because this one has two. And this one has a bunch of modded detail things in it because I needed to take up space. Look at all the oil barrels.
Not on one of these says "fix it" on it.
Well, yeah, these are all modded.
I know.
Yeah. This one's from the what's that mod called? Q. Trying to. Is it the? No, that one's not that. Oh, the More Decorations mod by Andre Aquila. He has a ton of that. He has like that huge mod there that just adds a ton of different stuff for city building and things like that, and for little details as well.
RLTD.
And you can use the F key to see what different types of stuff is all around here. Tell you the different names of it, what it is, and whatnot. Yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, since we took the scenic route up here, we can take the long way back. Actual walkway. So yeah, bringing in quite a bit of oil. I have a feeling, though, I'm eventually going to need to find another spot to bring oil in. I'd be pulling too much at some point. Of course, there's another well house over there. That's got another 2 extractors in it, so quite a lot. All I need now is just a couple of signs that says helmets must be worn past this point. Have it up there in the station. So the pipes actually run directly underneath all of that. That massive bridge there, the pipes are actually running underneath it. Gets up there and pumped up. Okay then. That's pretty much that. Now we just gotta wait for our train. There is an oil train coming for us, but it is a ways out, so I guess we could go this way.
Go that way.
Yep, let's head this way. So yeah, that's a coal collection plant over there.
Oh. You're just following the train tracks?
No, I was just saying that. Just a little coal collection plant over here. That's why there's this spiral I had to build, because I had to get 2 different trains on the same line. Yeah, we don't want to follow too far. Because our train is coming, so I head back to the station. We could take the, or follow the train tracks out of here. You already hop on the train?
Nope.
Oh.
I have missed the train.
No. Are you riding on it at least?
Nope.
Oh. That's alright, I'll hold it. I'll hold the train for you.
I'm right behind it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right behind it. You should be able to get on before it takes off. Perfect. Yeah, this has taken 416 hours so far.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, that's how much time I've spent just building all this world here.
And here I've been dicking around programming.
Yeah, and not all of it's caught on camera, though, of course. Though quite a bit of it is.
Tundra. You could add so many videos.
This map alone has 165, 166, including this one, so far, and each of them around an hour long.
Okay, so you had a fair bit of them on camera anyway.
So yeah, I have a fair bit. Yeah.
Hey, it stopped.
What stopped?
The train.
That should be going again. There was a autosave lag thing.
Okay.
I tried to make this make sense as best I could, using the pillar supports, which are the little white things underneath the track. It supports for the track, and then I use the actual pillars that are for the other pillar support, the bigger pillar size to take up the whole thing. So basically, my idea is to make it look like the track's almost maybe on like a springed mechanism, so the track kind of has some flex to it. It's futuristic. Futuristic thinking here, because obviously the tracks in this game would not be built traditionally out of traditional materials. They'd probably be built out of some nano technology, like nanotubes or something. So then that type of material is technically it's supposed to be more flexible, but also stronger. So, so then I'm just like, okay, well then I'll just I'll kind of make it look like it's on like a springed system, like it's on pillars. Then when the train goes over it, the track would like flex just a little bit. That way, it could be more flexible to be able to make some of them corners and uphill and downhill stuff. Because the traditional way we make tracks doesn't really work for going up steep hills or over super uneven terrain without building up the terrain. So, just like have to make it look a little futuristic at least. It is now nighttime. After this, we'll go look at that big tower. That you see pipes running up. Yep, that's my most recent build. I just finished that. I mean, it's not 100% complete, but it's pretty much complete. I just need the outgoing pipes. Alright, so basically, this game actually works very close to the real world when it comes to fluids. And much like a water tower in real life, and how that works for a given area, this game has the same idea. So if you get liquids in this game pumped up extremely high in altitude, then you don't need any pumps anything below that altitude. I haven't built a proper entrance for this one yet, but we can go inside of it. Oh, you're on the framework. The other one of the main belts. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't built the proper engines for it. I'm going to do that eventually. We'll get around to it. And then using the micromanager, I managed to put foundations in a stair-like system. Of course, this is one of the MTN Foundation. That's the MTN Foundation mod. An emissive foundation. So I put it. I lowered it below the floor and put a piece of glass on top of it. So, yeah, that looked good. So the outgoing pipes are going to be inside here, inside the spiral. They're going to be going down inside the tower. Now, there's a reason this tower is here, is because, again, there's another giant rock that I can't get rid of. It's like a tower rock, and it's underneath the foundations of this tower. So I thought, hey, I'll just put an oil tower. I thought, hey, let's put an oil tower up here on top of it, and that'll be a reason. Yep, so there's 24 tanks of 2,400. And if we use the in-game calculator, that's 2,400 times 24. That's 57,600 cubic meters of oil stored up here. Yeah. So it goes along the outside, gets pumped all the way up here to the very tippy top. And then it'll go down the center where this foundation is. It'll go down that hole and be sent out to be made into fuel or to be made into oil or made into plastic and rubber. You going around the spiral.
Yeah, I was trying to see how long it'd let me slide for.
Oh, you could slide down them?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah, not so much. But I tried.
How you doing up there?
No.
You can jump down. Ain't gonna hurt too bad.
You
just
my ankles.
Yeah, it's like you just break your knees just a little bit. And then across the street here we have the this is where all the heavy oil is being stored. That's why the pipes are purple. Or the heavy oil residual. And then over here, the blue building, of course, is plastic. It's a blue building with a black stripe because that's the black metal bands that ties the plastic panels together. There is an upper floor.
I'm working on it.
There you go. So I built these kind of like modern warehouse looking things, like if you look up like warehouse districts, you look up them big city. I mean, I used to live in a big city too, so I've seen these before. You see these big old massive warehouse buildings, and it's just bunches of them all in this. They each pretty much each one of them take up their own block. So that was kind of the idea behind this, because you need a lot of plastic and rubber in this game. You actually need to manufacture quite a lot of it. So, yeah, you got rubber being made on the right side here. You got plastic being made on the left side, and of course the little exhaust tubes are poking out the roof as well.
Nice touch.
Yeah. And if we head up this road here, it's right up this way. We've got an airplane hangar looking thing on the right side, which makes this one makes computers. So I've gotten a little more elaborate at this point in the series, a little more elaborate on how I design buildings. Uh,
Understood.
this one makes the adaptive control units. I don't have an output for them yet. It's still kind of in progress.
That's a big fucking building. Jesus.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, if we go inside the computers one here, so it's got a little docking station. Of course, I don't use it. It's just for show. A little docking station to move it via truck if we want.
Eventually, probably.
Probably not. I don't even have an input. Like I don't have it. It's not connected. But yeah, I built these little belt lines to make it look like you're inspecting the computers as they're being made. So it's little manufacturing lines just to make it look like it's because that's how they would do it in real life. It would be there'd just be of course it'd just be glass because so you don't touch it. But I'm sure you know more about that than I do.
What?
Computer manufacturing and stuff.
I don't know about computer manufacturing. But damn it, if it has a virus or a bug, I'll fix it.
Right. But yeah, if you notice too, the manufacturers also have exhaust tubes. When these are running, they also smoke, so that's why the roof is so low in here. Is so that the little exhaust tubes stick out the roof. They stick out the glass. And once I built it, I was just like, this kind of looks like an airplane hangar. So why don't I just play off of that and just put little glass roofs? Because a lot of airplane hangars, if you look at them, they got like glass roofs in them, so you can see what you're doing inside there without having to have a whole lot of lighting. So it's just like, oh, there you go. And I played off that even more with the front. Using Micromanager, the Micromanage mod, I managed to move a wall, a couple of walls here on the outside. Move them slightly out a little bit so they look like they're the old-fashioned track doors you would slide. I even put a metal beam in the floor here to make it look like it's on track. Make it look like it's on a track.
Very nice.
Of course, over here we got my the buddy of mine, Hovis. He built. I tasked him with building reinforced frames, so he had his own factory to do it with. And this is what he came up with.
Spacious.
Spacious, yeah. I gave him no limits either. I said, yeah, do whatever you want. You can build it however you like.
Like, this is good.
Yeah. And he's one of those that's more of a functional than how it looks. Like, if it works, it works. Doesn't have to look good. So, I said, yeah, okay. Yeah. Then across the little walkway here, you can actually go into this building too. So this produces steel pipes and steel beams. That's what this one's for. So I actually had to make the building extremely long because of how many steel beams I needed. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And underneath the building, it's pretty empty down here on the lower section.
Let me just parkour down there.
Oh. Oh, did you fall in?
Yeah, I fell in.
Oh, you fell into the middle? Okay, so you're already inside the building. It's like, there you go. Actually, there's a way out of there, too. There's a door.
Yeah, somewhere. Hey, there's lots of machine bits in here.
Yep. But yeah, underneath here, nothing. And a lot of this is designed based off the terrain. So that's why there's hills in certain sections and whatnot. So I had to go up the terrain. And we're back here. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else you haven't seen. Oh yeah, we can head over here. It isn't finished yet, but I was trying to make a oh, you're up there again.
You over where now?
Where'd you? Are you up on the?
You're over there. Hold on. I'm coming.
Like, where are you at? Where did you go? Up there you are. Hello there. I was trying to build an like a little walkway tunnel, like a subway entrance. It's actually over here. I don't know if you went down this or not.
No, I climbed up the top of it.
Didn't quite work out, so I just kind of left it for now. But this goes to the iron and copper stations for trains. Oop, I just fell down, I guess.
Oh, looks like it still works enough.
Yeah, huge train network underneath here, though.
Okay.
And these 3 trains that are just kind of sitting here, this is when the trains mod broke, and I had to, my factory runs off of trains, like my entire city needs trains in order to bring in materials, so I had to cheat myself some fix it approved trains at the time, in order to continue. Yeah, that's what these are.
Out of service.
Yeah, they're not. I guess they're not out of service, but yeah, once update 8 comes out, all the mods are going to break because they're going to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, I don't know why
And
they're
that's
doing that.
huh?
But yeah, I don't know why the hell they're doing that.
Because it'll not only fix a bunch of bugs that the game has, but it'll also make things easier for them to continue working on the game, and it'll make the game look better as well.
Alright.
Because they're on Unreal Engine 4 right now. That's what this game runs off of. And
yeah, but I don't like Unreal 5.
oh, they said it's gonna.
By Epic.
They said it's gonna make their lives a whole lot easier, though.
When they sell their crap to the Epic store. Gross.
Yeah, plus the game will run and look a lot better. So, so there's that. It's like, so there's that. And all the stuff that loads in the distance that looks like mashed potatoes won't look like mashed potatoes anymore.
You mean like that random flying slug over there? Oh, he's gone.
Well, yeah, because the way the game currently loads distance is it loads it in huge chunks, and that's why when you in certain areas you'll notice all of a sudden there'll just be these pop-in of graphics. It loads it in these giant chunks. They said it's like 7x7 tiles or something like that, and the tiles are really massive. And that's the only way Unreal Engine 4 works, partially anyway. That's also partially their system that they designed, but They said with Unreal Engine 5, it'll be able to load more details further, and it'll be able to load it in bits and pieces. Like there won't be just like an instant pop in of graphics anymore. The graphics will slowly get better as you get closer to that object. So it'll just make things. They've already showed it off with some of the video. There's some recent videos from Coffee Stain that showed off some of the stuff that'll run better with Unreal Engine 5, which looks really good. So I mean,
Where did you go?
I just went up here, just up
Where
the
did
hill.
that go?
Ping. There you were. I also built my city around that giant flying manta ray and its path as well. Oh, autosave lag, of course. Of course, of course.
It's the people again.
There. Yeah, I didn't put the people in the park. My buddy did. That's sitting over here. He's just kind of hanging out over here by the red truck.
Yeet.
But yeah, that's why the buildings right here next to us, that's why they're only one floor, is because the giant flying manta ray flies over this area and he flies extremely close to the top of this building. So, and that's also why there's a park here, because he flies even closer right here. So I've just put a little concrete park and called it good. And of course these benches. These benches are all.
The building.
Yeah. The benches and the trees are all from the from the one decoration mod that allows you to place down the trees and rocks and stuff like that.
It's a picture book.
It's a what?
You're in the picture book.
Yeah, that's the posed people mod. Allows you to place people around your city, or around your map, I guess you say. And then this area, this is the reason the manta ray is also the reason this area drops down so far. Because the manta ray flies right in this section. Actually, don't know where it is currently.
Give him a minute.
But yeah, you'll be able to see how close that thing flies. So, but the terrain right here, underneath this roadway, the terrain's actually quite close. So,
Found the ray.
yeah, is it coming? Oh no, it's over there. It's gonna be a bit. It makes a circle around that building over there. Kind of goes over by the Rods building. And then flies this way. I guess we can look right here real quick. Just over here.
Plastic.
Yep. This is circuit boards. Circuit board factory. So I use kind of the same type of deal here where it's inspecting materials as they're coming in and out. So that circuit boards can get inspected. Oh. Here comes the manta ray. He coming. Oh, he coming. Boy.
Manta Ray song from Nemo.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. See
Or
how
not.
see how low he flies. Well, I guess low to the ground technically.
I gotta like whack him from here.
Yeah, just about. Yeah. He's real close to the road, and that's why that section is so low. It's because of that. But I think it brings a little bit of interestingness to the city. So
Mm.
if we follow the superhighway down this way to this corner, yeah, see how the rocks from here. Oh, see how they're popping in. They're like mashed potatoes, and then they go boop. Now we're high graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Unreal Engine 5 will prevent that from happening, at least to a degree. I mean, there's still going to be a little bit of popping, but it's going to be very, very far away and hard to see.
Mm, I don't know where I'm going.
And just
Where
over
did you
here.
go?
Yeah, just over here. Careful, don't
Where
jump
did you
off
go?
the edge.
Aw, but there's stuff over there.
Yeah. So that over there, that's where the copper's coming in currently. I need to rebuild this um, down there a little bit because that's very early on in my building. So that's
Mm-hmm.
actually using the road tool.
Hmm.
That's why it curves like that. It's using the
Cool.
road tool. So
And
okay.
what about that over there in the distance?
Oh, that tall concrete.
Yeah, there's that.
Uh,
Just
that
that water texture.
that's where I was getting my quartz for all the glass that we've seen. I go over there, hand mine it. That's the closest quartz as well.
They need to get you like a hovercopter.
Well, eventually I'll have a train coming from there, bringing quartz in, but I don't need quartz currently for the current phase.
What do you need for the current phase?
Everything that I'm already producing, I just need to build the factory.
For your 500 whatchamacallits?
Yep. I'm gonna have two manufacturers building those. Those are called modular motors or
Uh,
modular engine or something like that. Anyway, yeah, we'll head over here to the secret project. Everybody's already seen it, but I keep calling it the secret project.
the modular module. What is the secret project?
Let's get ourselves an architectural ladder. You'll see.
Over who to what now?
You'll see very very shortly. I'm getting an architectural ladder so we can get up there.
But I could fly.
Okay. Transport. Do I have enough? I do not have enough. Dang it. Oh well. Need some disc walkmen and things.
This
Oops.
one.
Yeah. So let's get a ramp real quick because I haven't installed it yet. And one more. And then we'll put just a flat foundation there. Alright, so yeah, this is the secret project. I haven't been working on it because I've been currently busy, but well, there you go. Have fun.
Oops.
Doesn't go very fast, unfortunately. Hopefully, they'll update 8 will fix a lot of these issues.
I didn't go fast, but I like the drift.
Let's say it's this is my secret project. It is a racetrack because this giant this giant archway and this giant rock over here and that other pillared rock over there. There's not really enough space to really build any factories here. So I had to come up with something. So I used the road tool to build a racetrack.
Hmm.
And these are all foundations as well. So even if the mod, or even when I have to turn off all my mods, guess what? I'll still have the racetrack. Because these are all legitimate foundations. So basically with the road tool, you go to the transport tab and you scroll all the way down until you see the road options. And what you use is so in the bottom right corner, it says road 11 foundation spawner. So I'll pull this in here. So when I spawn this, right over here, this spawns a bunch of foundations. Now these foundations are not foundations yet. So what you got to do is you got to go over to your materials, and you got to change it to a different material. You can change it to anything, but yeah, if I change this to materials, I can now turn this into a roadway, and these will be legitimate foundations. And then, of course, with any mod, it does have a little bit of a quirk. You want to get rid of the spawner piece underneath. So there's this little black piece underneath of it, underneath all those foundations. You got to delete that. And if you don't, what's going to end up happening is the foundation spawner is going to spawn more foundations every time you load the game. It spawns another set. So then you have foundations on top of foundations. Yeah. So it doesn't just build straight pieces either. It does build curved pieces. So it acts just like the train tracks do. Or the tracks for your trains. It snaps to the end, and then you just pull it. You can pull corners and hill corners and stuff like that. Just go ahead and delete all this. Now, normally, if you didn't have to worry about mods not working anymore, you could just use the normal road, which looks like this. So this is just the normal road piece. Say if I snap to it, I can make a corner. There's the flying manta ray.
And I'm gonna argue that this looks a hell of a lot nicer than those.
The foundations.
Yeah, it might not on your screen, but on mine, I can see where they overlap because they keep flickering.
Yeah, the sides flicker. I'm going to put walls on the sides of these so you can't see that anymore. Eventually, when I get around to it. Now, yes, this does look nicer, but guess what happens when I need to remove the road tool mod? These roads get deleted. And now if I save that game after I remove the mod, sorry about that.
Bye.
But yeah, if I remove the mod and then save, that's gone forever. It doesn't come back even if I bring the mod back. It doesn't come back. It's gone forever. So I've been trying my absolute hardest.
The mod save everything.
Yeah, to basically future-proof this entire save. So currently, if I remove all my mods, the only thing I lose is the trains. The trains themselves, not the tracks, just the trains. The trains are all Fix-It approved. They've been swapped over to Fix-It approved tracks. But yeah, the trains, since those are part of the upgradable trains, and they're technically a different entity, they will just disappear.
Thingy down there.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I don't care, I can just buy them.
Yeah, I could just buy the hard drives. But then again, I'm not using alternate recipes either. I mean, I am technically, but I'm not using hard drive ones, the ones the hard drives get you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using the alternate recipes that the game gives you itself, like you just get. But there's only a few. There's very few of those. So. this is pretty much what I've got done.
Neat.
Just all of that. It's been it's been a wild ride. Well then, we've discussed it over, and that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So yeah, just to start off the week, just to do a little bit of a tour. It might have been a little boring for some of you, but some of you might have seen things you haven't seen or haven't seen in a while or anything like that. So bonus for that. But yeah, we'd like to go ahead and end the episode here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Yep. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm kind of brain dead at the current moment. It is Monday, so it does make sense. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So yeah, just a little bit of a city tour. So I do hope you enjoyed that. And until next time, who knows what's going to happen next time? Maybe we'll build a factory. Maybe we'll put some pipes in the middle of that or whatever. It's whatever it might be. But until then, I guess I'd say goodbye.